Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Bento Bundle BundleFest Edition of September 2024. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you'll have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support will mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Maid of the Dead, a 2D action shoot-'em-up where you control maids battling hordes of zombies to restore peace in Akihabara. The game offers quirky characters, a blend of shooter mechanics, and some visual novel-style storytelling. You play as a maid, tasked with taking down waves of zombies, upgrading your weapons and skills as you progress. The game's arsenal includes unique abilities, like firing missiles or deploying drones to assist in combat. The key mechanic involves using Unity bullets to turn zombified maids into allies, creating a growing squad to assist in the fight. As you clear levels and recruit more maids, you'll upgrade their stats, giving you more firepower to take on stronger enemies. While the game provides engaging and fast-paced action, it does not offer much depth. Many users have noted that the overpowered drones overshadow other weapons, which could reduce gameplay variety. The narrative is heavily influenced by anime tropes, and while the plot is not the deepest, it complements the game's playful tone. The visuals and character design are appealing, especially if you're a fan of anime-style art. For fans of zombie shooters looking for something lighthearted with a touch of fan service, Maid of the Dead offers an enjoyable experience. However, if you're seeking a deep strategic gameplay, this title might feel repetitive over time. At number 2 we have Banner of the Maid, a tactical RPG that blends the French Revolution with anime aesthetics, putting you in the shoes of Pauline Bonaparte, sister to Napoleon Bonaparte. As you navigate battles and political intrigue, you'll lead armies and form alliances to support her rise to power. You command troops in turn-based grid-style combat, similar to Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem. Officers in your army represent various classes, and each battle involves strategy, whether it's using terrain, weather effects like rain, or completing submissions like time-based attacks. The environments constantly change, keeping you on your toes as you adapt to new conditions mid-battle. While the battle system is engaging and straightforward, the game shines in its variety of mission types and character development. Between skirmishes, you'll converse with factions to build alliances, gaining political influence and unlocking items. This adds depth beyond combat, as relationships with different groups influence the flow of the story. The game's art style, heavily inspired by anime, gives a unique twist to historical figures, but this can also feel cheeky. However, beneath the vibrant visuals lies a rich narrative filled with interesting characters and surprising tactical depth. Though there are minor issues with menu navigation and class balance, Banner of the Maid offers a fresh take on tactical RPGs. With its historical setting, anime flair, and strategic gameplay, it is a solid choice for fans of the genre, looking for something different. At number 3 we have the Chrono Jotter, a visual novel that blends high school drama with brutal murder mysteries. You play as Ibuki Ran, a girl trapped in an eerie school, where students draw lots to decide who becomes the next murderer and victim. Surprisingly, when the murders are solved, the victims come back to life, adding a bizarre twist to the story. The game's premise is intriguing, with themes of mental illness, obsession, and dependency woven throughout. You will find yourself emotionally invested in the well-written characters, even though localization issues such as typos, awkward sentences, and inconsistencies create a disjointed experience at times. Gameplay centers around investigation and skill checks, but it lacks depth. You'll gather clues, but the protagonist Ibuki does most of the deductive work for you, leading to a sense of missed involvement. However, the backtrack system allows you to rewind time, retry skill checks, and explore different dialogue options, ensuring you do not miss out on key story elements. Visually, the game is stunning, with beautifully drawn characters and settings that contrast the dark themes of murder. The art helps to enhance the emotional tone, balancing the horror and drama seamlessly. While the localization flaws and shallow investigation mechanics hold the game back, the Chrono Jotter offers a unique and fascinating story that keeps you engaged, especially if you're willing to overlook its rough edges. At number 4 we have Project Heartbeat, a community-driven rhythm game set to the pulsating beats of Eurobeat music inspired by Initial D. This indie title offers high-energy gameplay where you hit notes in time with the music, aiming for top leaderboard spots. If you love rhythm games, this one is both challenging and rewarding. The game shines with its customizable content and community-driven features, allowing you to create, share, and play songs through Steam Workshop. The built-in editor is easy to use, even for beginners, and there's a wealth of user-generated content to explore. You'll find yourself immersed in official tracks from artists like Sugano Music and Tora_V4, with more songs on the way. Project Heartbeat features cross-platform multiplayer, Steam achievements, and controller support, though it's highly recommended you use an Xbox controller for the best experience. The game's unique Shinobu audio engine ensures smooth performance and synchronizes perfectly with each beat, preventing frustrating desync issues. While it is still in early access, the game's mechanics are solid, though the UI and visuals might feel a bit bland compared to other rhythm games. The feedback from the community has been very positive, so you can expect steady improvements as development continues. If you're a fan of rhythm games like Osu or Project Diva, Project Heartbeat should be on your radar. At number 5 we have Corpse Factory, a captivating visual novel where players are asked to explore the question of what would happen if there was a service that allowed people to request someone's death. The game follows Noriko Kurosawa, the self-proclaimed corpse girl, who runs a website that takes death requests, spreading fear and mayhem with cold brutality. Despite her encroaching madness, the protagonist's character elicits empathy and sympathy, making her a unique force of evil in the story. The game excels in character writing, art design, and voice acting, creating a powerful and evocative narrative. The vibrant character designs and colorful backgrounds, along with the impressive voice acting, add depth to the story. The game's writing constantly surprises with its twists and turns, keeping players engaged and guessing. Although Corpse Factory has a few areas that could be improved, like its relatively linear gameplay and limited meaningful choices, it remains a dark and enjoyable visual novel with a unique premise. The game's blend of grimness, humanization, and endearing characters make it a captivating experience for players who enjoy thought-provoking storytelling. Despite some unanswered questions, Corpse Factory is praised for its great art, fantastic writing, engaging story, charming soundtrack, and a superb voice acting from the main cast. At number 6 we have Sunny Cafe, a visual novel and simulation game where you experience the blossoming young love amidst a backdrop of cafe culture. This game combines heartfelt storytelling with light coffee brewing mechanics. You follow the life of Bowen Wu, a college student managing his parents' cafe, as he navigates the complexities of relationships and self-discovery. His encounters with Kathy Gu, who seeks shelter from the rain at Sunny Cafe, sparks a sweet, evolving romance. Alongside the romantic narrative, you will meet quirky characters like Bella Chen, who helps with social media marketing, and Alvin Zhang, always up to mischief. The romance takes center stage, written with incredibly descriptive, flowery prose. Though the English translation can feel overly detailed at times, it adds an immersive, book-like quality to the game. However, there are occasional translation hiccups that break the flow. While the coffee-making aspect promises to teach you about brewing techniques and bean selection, it ultimately takes a back seat. The minigames are fun, but infrequent, making the cafe management side feel a bit underdeveloped. Visually, the game is clean and stylish, with appealing chibi character designs. The Chinese voice acting adds to the atmosphere, complemented by jazzy background tunes and the soothing sound of rain. Sunny Cafe is a charming story of first love, though its balance between visual novel and cafe simulation may leave you craving more interaction. At number 7 we have Shards of Chaos, a mind-bending visual novel that defies traditional storytelling with its chaotic, non-linear narrative. If you enjoy conventional visual novels, you may want to approach this one cautiously. However, if you're into unorthodox narratives, this game will keep you on your toes. You'll not be given much information up front, as the joy of Shards of Chaos comes from discovering its mysteries firsthand. The narrative is full of unpredictable time jumps, forcing you to reenact scenes with slight changes. You'll need to pay close attention as the story unfolds in unexpected ways, with many deaths awaiting the protagonist. A unique element is the multiple narrators. Instead of one omnipresent voice, you'll encounter local narrators, entities that briefly describe events, and cosmic characters, mysterious beings who influence time and fate. The story is thick with supernatural elements, from gods and cosmic entities to alternate realities and magic. Though the game introduces some 3D environments for exploration, the bulk of your time will be spent navigating a dense, chaotic narrative. The storytelling is complex, and while captivating, it can sometimes become confusing due to the constant jumps and overlapping character arcs. The soundtrack is exceptional, heightening the tension and mood of every scene. However, Shards of Chaos is not for everyone. Its complexity might alienate fans of more traditional visual novels, but for those craving something different, it is an unforgettable, chaotic journey. At number 8 we have The Legend of Tianding, a game that delivers a great gaming experience by effortlessly achieving its aesthetic and storytelling goals in a compact 6-chapter narrative platformer. Set in colonial Taiwan in 1909 under Japanese rule, it immerses you in a world of oppression and resistance. As Liao Tianding, inspired by the legendary Robin Hood, you steal from the oppressive Japanese police to aid the impoverished locals. The game excels in weaving a gripping narrative within the constraints of its concise 6 chapters. While the plot may be somewhat predictable, it perfectly captures the heroism of its charismatic protagonist Tianding. His dedication to his people's welfare and his boyish charm make him instantly likable as you navigate the oppressive setting. Gameplay in The Legend of Tianding is a clever blend of a Kirby game disguised as Streets of Rage. The steal mechanic allows you to grab weapons from enemies during battle, adding depth to your fighting style. Weapons, each of its own durability, range from bamboo staffs to bazookas, creating dynamic and engaging encounters. However, the steal ability can be imprecise, occasionally disrupting combat fluidity. Yet, the game keeps you consistently engaged with its balanced platforming elements and frequent use of environmental hazards. Survival in prolonged fights requires constant situational awareness, as enemies can push you into hazards. The game brilliantly connects your generosity and heroism with gameplay by encouraging you to help beggars in the streets. Their gratitude rewards you with talismans that enhance your combat abilities, reinforcing the sense of fighting for a just cause. The unpredictability of weapon upgrades adds depth to the gameplay. The Legend of Tianding offers a memorable and immersive gaming experience with a rich narrative, engaging combat, and a unique art style. Its focus on heroism, cultural immersion, and innovative gameplay mechanics makes it an outstanding title worth experiencing. At number 9 we have Persha and the Magic Labyrinth Double Pack, a puzzle RPG that blends match 3 mechanics with dungeon crawling, offering a fresh take on the genre. You play as Persha, a young girl navigating mystical towers, battling monsters and chasing her nemesis, Rock. In each level, the core challenge lies in strategically matching pieces on the board. The twist is that you can freely move Persha across the board, even outside typical match 3 rules. Your goal is to defeat enemies, collect keys, and reach the square where Rock awaits. Along the way, you'll encounter evolving monsters and various obstacles, all of which can be managed by thoughtful tile matching. The game also hides magic cats within its stages. These feline allies grant powerful bonuses when discovered, adding a collectible element that enhances the game's replayability. Solving the tower's riddles reveals these cats, which become essential to progressing through harder levels. Visually, Persha and the Magic Labyrinth is charming with its chibi art style and colorful animations. However, some players may find the RPG elements light, with strategy mostly centered on puzzle solving rather than traditional combat. While it is not the longest game, its strategic depth, collectible magic cats, and challenging bonus objectives keep things interesting. If you enjoy puzzle RPGs or want something a little different in the match 3 space, Persha and the Magic Labyrinth is a delightful option. The double pack includes Christmas costumes for Persha and Rock. At number 10 we have Shenmue 3 Deluxe Edition, the long-awaited continuation of Ryo Hazuki's quest for revenge. As Ryo, you explore rural China, uncovering secrets and training in martial arts while seeking justice for your father's death. Set in beautifully detailed environments, the game combines action, adventure, and open-world exploration. For fans of the original Shenmue games, this third installment offers a nostalgic journey with its signature mix of small-town life, minigames, and methodical pacing. You will experience everything from working part-time jobs to gambling and playing arcade games, all while investigating the mystery of the Phoenix Mirror. However, the combat system has changed, leaning heavily into repetitive training to level up your skills, which some might find tedious. While Shenmue 3 retains its charm, you may find its pacing slow, especially when it forces you into long stretches of grinding to progress the story. The game introduces new features, but these are met with mixed reactions, especially the stamina system that can feel restrictive. If you're a dedicated fan of the series, you will likely enjoy the continuation of Ryo's saga, but be prepared for a grind-heavy experience. Newcomers should consider starting with the earlier games to fully appreciate the story, as Shenmue 3 assumes familiarity with its predecessors. It is a nostalgic journey, but one that may not reach the heights of its classic predecessors. The Digital Deluxe Edition includes the full game, a season pass for all post-launch DLC, the Burning Sandstorm Scroll, and Ryo's flight jacket. DLC 1 follows Ryo as he searches for a kidnapped ally. DLC 2 introduces a cruise ship at Neowu Harbor, featuring new entertainment, challenge missions, and outfits. DLC 3 is a battle race set in Bailu, where contestants fight while racing to win special items. And that's all for this bundle. This bento bundle is decent, especially compared to previous ones. While there's still a number of visual novels included, it is not as overwhelming this time around. The other games are fine, with some repeats from past bundles, but nothing too remarkable. Overall, it's a pretty average offering. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.